Hello, dear ones. How are you all doing? I hope that everything is going well with you. Welcome to a new science lecture video, and we are still talking about plants, their modes of nutrition, how do green plants grow, what do they need to go through photosynthesis, what do they need to go through respiration. So you know that there are three different patterns of nutrition in plants. Green plants are excellent plants that make their own food by themselves, and we call them producers. Symbiotic plants are plants that need help, and these plants go into mutualism, commensalism, and parasitism. Carnivorous plants are producers, and they are also consumers. In order to grow healthy, the plants need sunlight energy from the sun, they need carbon dioxide from the air, they need water from the soil, and they also need minerals from the soil. To go through photosynthesis, plants mix carbon dioxide from the air, water from the soil, in the presence of sunlight energy to produce a kind of food or a kind of sugar called glucose and release oxygen. Plants will use the sugar they made by photosynthesis to produce the ATP energy needed by them to grow. So the sugar is mixed or combined with the oxygen to make the ATP energy and to release carbon dioxide and water. Carbon dioxide and sugar. Let's see their chemical formulas. CO2 is carbon dioxide, C6H12O6 is the formula of the glucose. Can you see the C symbol right here? It's the symbol for carbon. Also, the C symbol in carbon dioxide, it is the symbol for carbon. Carbon is one of the elements that make up all living things. It is also found in oceans, in rocks, in soil, and it is found in the air as carbon dioxide. It is used by the plants in photosynthesis. It is found in many of the things that we use every day, from the fuel to chairs to everything almost. Carbon is so important in nature, and the amount of carbon that is found in nature must keep in balance. This is why we have something called the carbon oxygen cycle or the carbon cycle. The carbon cycle keeps the right amount of carbon in the nature. How does the carbon cycle occur? Let's see. First of all, the carbon dioxide is used by the plants for photosynthesis. You remember, right? Water from the soil, carbon dioxide from the air. So plants use carbon dioxide to make sugar, and they release, what do they give off? What do they release? They release oxygen. Carbon from the or water from the soil, carbon dioxide from the air, mix, 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 using sunlight energy to make sugar and to release oxygen. To breathe, animals, plants, and people also take in, they inhale, they breathe oxygen, and they release, they exhale carbon dioxide back into the air. Also, when fuel is burned, when we burn fuel, when we burn oil, when we burn coal, when we burn gasoline, when we make fires, carbon dioxide is also released into the air. This carbon dioxide will be used. So let me circle this. So the animals, the plants, the people, the factories are releasing carbon dioxide. They are putting carbon dioxide into the air. This carbon dioxide will be used again for the plant's photosynthesis. Okay? Also, when plants, animals, people die, their dead bodies will be decomposed. Okay, let me add the word right here. So the dead bodies will be decomposed. So it is the decomposition of the dead bodies into minerals. One of the mineral is the carbon for sure. And these dead bodies will be decomposed by decomposers. Decomposers like bacteria, like fungi, like let's say flies, snails, and so on. Termites also, that these ants are also decomposers. So the job of decomposers is to decompose the dead bodies, and then carbon is recycled or is back, it enters the soil. This carbon that is in the soil will be used as mineral by the plant. Didn't we say at the beginning that plants need minerals? These minerals found in the soil in millions and millions of years, or the dead bodies decomposed in the soil in millions of years, will change into fuels, into fossil fuels that we will take to use. What happens during the day? During the day, there is sunlight. So what is the plant doing? Look at the blue arrow, okay? This one right here. The plant takes carbon dioxide from the air, water from the soil, mix, using sunlight energy to make sugar and release oxygen. The oxygen will be taken by the animals, by the plants, by the people, and that will breathe it. They will breathe the oxygen and they will release carbon dioxide. Also, you are cooking at home. You are using the chimney at home. So burning fuels, burning coal, burning wood will release carbon dioxide into the air. This carbon dioxide will be used by the trees. What do we see right here? This dead bird. The dead body, the dead bird will be decomposed by decomposers. And in millions and millions of years, these bodies will, the carbon is changed into fossil fuels. Do all of these processes happen at night? Let's see. At night, there is no sunlight. The plant is not taking carbon dioxide. The plant is breathing. The plant takes in oxygen and releases carbon dioxide. Animals takes in oxygen and release carbon dioxide. We burn fossil fuels. Factories are releasing carbon dioxide. So at night, carbon dioxide is mostly released. So as you saw, the carbon dioxide, this is a cycle that never ends. To go through photosynthesis, what do plants do? They take in carbon dioxide and they release oxygen. They give oxygen to who? They give oxygen to animals, they give oxygen to plants, they give oxygen to people. People will exhale. So I'm repeating now, it's a cycle, miss. It is a cycle. Animals and plants will exhale. They will throw carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. They will throw it back into the air. Look right here. Forest fires, what do? Do they take carbon dioxide or they throw carbon dioxide? Fires, they release carbon dioxide. Burning, something is burning, releasing carbon dioxide. Okay, let me add something. The decomposers, when animals and plants die, they will be decomposed by decomposers. So the carbon is entering the soil again and being used by the animals. So what are the forms that carbon dioxide takes throughout the carbon cycle? The carbon dioxide can be as, or the carbon can be as carbon dioxide in the air. It can be as glucose. We saw in the glucose C6H6, H12O6, so there is carbon in glucose. Also, the carbon can be released when decomposers decompose dead bodies in the soil. What about decomposers? What did Miss Fatten say about decomposers? Decomposers are organisms that decompose dead bodies in the soil, okay? Such as bacteria, fungi, snails, flies, etc. So decomposers decompose dead bodies. They put carbon back in the soil, and this carbon, which is a mineral, will be used again by the plant. One last thing to add is that when plants and animals die, their bodies decay, releasing the carbon into the ground, and in millions of years, so right here, let me add, that the bodies decay, releasing carbon into the soil or the ground, and in millions and millions of years, this carbon turns or is changed to fossil fuels. What do we use fossil fuels for? To cook, for our cars, for our transportation means, and etc. And that's it for today. The carbon cycle. What are the different forms that carbon takes in nature? How, which organisms use carbon dioxide and which organisms release carbon dioxide? What's the job of decomposers in the carbon cycle? If you still have any questions about this lecture and this lesson, I will be happy to answer. Just a reminder, I have 2 virtual office hours on Tuesday at 6 p.m. and on Friday at 3 p.m. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate. I'll be waiting for you. I love you and bye-bye.